Trench, a fashion economy platform, is a new Israeli startup which focuses on a problem many women experience every day. They have lots of clothes, but still can't find anything to wear. Me too. The idea behind Trench is to help women share their wardrobe and get new items in return. They used to get designated currency, referring as diamonds, for trading clothes with other users. So there's always something to do with that old expensive dress you never wear. The startup in its very early stages just raised $500,000. So let's hear their pitch before we'll go shopping with Trench's CEO.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could get new stuff all the time? Welcome to Trench. Trench is a social network for girls, and it's all about fashion. In Trench, you can access the private wardrobes of girls whose style you love, inspire, get inspired, and get real fashion items as well. So how does it work? Upload to the Trench website the items you want to trade. Then, set the price. In Trench, you don't use money. The currency is virtual diamonds. Sell the items you're not wearing anymore and use the diamonds you get to shop for new ones. This way, you could always upgrade your closet for free. Choose the girls you want to follow and enter their personal wardrobes. Get the stuff you love and meet fashionable girls who share your style and taste. You'd be amazed at how many friends you'll make.
And I'm joined in the studio by the lovely Adi Shemesh, founder and CEO of Trench. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about Trench. How does it work and how did you get it started?
Well, basically, one day I stood in front of my closet, complained again that I have nothing to wear, and then for the first time in my life decided not to feel bad about it, but to actually understand that this is my need. We live in an era where we just want to keep upgrading our stuff. It's not enough that it looks good. You just want it to just reinvent yourself all the time, and just treated the problem as a different one, which is basically that we want to do this, and the fashion industry currently is very uneconomical for us, and we need to find an economical way to do it.
Okay, so why did you decide not to just maybe sell your clothes? I mean, why share with other people and not use money to do the exchanges, but you use diamonds to do this?
Well, that was a big question when I started, because it was one of the solutions, of course, that we thought about, but it wouldn't solve the problem. What we wanted to achieve is basically to allow you, with the same amount of money that you spend, to get a lot more. In order to do that, if you have this diamonds, which is a fashion currency dedicated for fashion, you can basically use the stuff that you're not wearing in order to get new stuff. So it's always about upgrading and upgrading. Which, of course, if you resell it again, a lot of the value that you spend is getting lost.
So you feel with this current way of going about things that it'll keep the value up and you'll get really good things in exchange rather than just with money?
It changes completely the way that you think of clothing. It suddenly becomes like a liquid. It flows in, flows out, and it's very easy to let go because you always get stuff that you'd rather have instead.
I got you. See, I'm a bit of a clothes nostalgist. I have certain shirts, like a vintage 70s shirt, I don't want to get rid of because I know it's worth something, but I know nobody will actually buy it with money. So are you perhaps thinking about doing something like this for men?
Well, that's a question we get a lot. And of course, we are thinking about doing it for men. Currently, we started with women just because we saw the need was huge, and just our community just grew to be mostly made of women. But in the future, for sure.
And so this phenomena of everybody sharing things, I mean, do you feel this is kind of new to the world? Is this like a new age of sharing? Or is this something we've always wanted, we just haven't had until now?
Well, it depends. Look, a lot of research shows that millennials prefer accessibility over ownership. So like, I would like to drive a black Ferrari to a certain event. I don't need it stuck in my garage. My interpretation of that is that basically we came to a point where we have a lot of everything. And everything that we have is a lot less special for us just because we have so much of it. So this abundance is really about, it got us to a point where we really don't need to possess things. We just want to be able to use them.
Okay, very nice. So you're not originally from the tech world, correct?
Correct.
This is not your background at all. So how did you get into this world and realize that, no, I could put something out there as a person who doesn't maybe even understand how it all works?
First, it's from a very personal point of view. I just really wanted to create something. I was never an artist. I always had an urge to create, to bring something new to the world, to make it a bit more interesting for people, give something that would leave impact. So that's what brought me into this world. My background is economy. I used to work at the Central Bank of Israel. I was research assistant to the head of the monetary department. So that's a little bit of background with the currency. And I also used to do management consultants, strategic one.
Okay, so you know about how it works maybe with the value of what these diamonds really hold. So, for example, let's say if you did have it for men and I saw like a really cool shirt, how many diamonds perhaps would it cost? I mean, let's say if it's a cool shirt, it would be maybe $30. How would that translate exactly? How does somebody price things in diamonds?
That's the beauty of it, that the diamonds and the way Trench is built changed it completely. So usually if you'd price it regarding quality and brand, then on Trench, you'd also price it based on how nostalgic it is for you. Maybe it's a shirt you really, really love, so you'll price it by a lot, and you don't mind if people won't sell it for that amount. But also the girls, the users, became brands. So one girl can sell something at 8 diamonds, and another girl can sell it for like 15, just because it belongs to her, and girls love her closet.
See, this is very nice. This is why I would like a version for men, because I one time found a nice, cool, like vintage jacket at a thrift shop for $20. People would come up to me, they're like, "Oh, where'd you get that jacket?" I wouldn't tell them, but it's at a thrift shop, you know. So yeah, I would like to maybe perhaps make my own kind of a channel, if you will, like, or my own page. Is that how it works? Like everybody has their own page, and you just go shopping.
They have their own wardrobe, yeah.
Oh, it's very exciting.
So you have your own wardrobe, and basically, you know, thrift shop, that's the funnest place to say I got it from, because then when you say to someone, I got the jacket from a thrift shop, it's like, oh, I'm telling you, but you still can't get it.
Yes. So wait,
So
what
for
about
next
this?
time.
What about this pilot? You're finishing a pilot for the platform.
Yes,
what
we
did you
are.
learn in the pilot? I'm curious about that.
Okay, so we ran the pilot here in Tel Aviv. We wanted to run a very small one for 100 girls. It grew just word to mouth to 1,000. That's like we limited right now. We still have a big line, and we are working on getting more people into the platform. Basically, what we learned is that it doesn't just... The Trench girls, they describe the way what Trench does to their lives is shopping without opening your wallet, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to get from that. It also changed the way they consume fashion outside, because now when they go to a store, they no longer buy one item. Every dress, shirt that you get becomes a chain of future items. They also said that they are now have the courage to try new bold looks, just because it's so easy to not mess up, because if you mess up, you just put it to somewhere else. And also the community, which is something I started saying earlier. The girls are becoming brands, but they're also becoming a community of users. So a lot of time girls would try something just because they belong to a girl they have a closet crush on.
Very nice.
They're becoming friends in the outside real world, which is just amazing.
This is awesome. I really look forward to how this progresses, and I definitely hope that you get a men's version. Adi Shemesh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
CEO and
you.
founder of Trench. We're going to definitely tune in.
Thank you very much.